What if I told you the greatest threat to the ghost of the mountains isn't a poacher's bullet, but something far quieter and far more difficult to stop? Picture this. A solitary snow leopard pads silently across a high ridge in the Himalayas. Its thick, pale fur blends perfectly with the snow and rock. For a moment, it pauses, scanning the vast, empty landscape. This is its kingdom, or what's left of it, because unseen, an invisible wall has just blocked its path. Not a wall of stone, but of distance, of roads, of villages, of a world that has slowly, silently been carved into pieces. This is the story not of a species being hunted to extinction, but of one being slowly strangled by the fragmentation of its own home. To understand why this is happening, you need to see the world through the snow leopard's eyes. Their habitat isn't just a place, it's a network. A living map of ridges, valleys, and high-altitude pastures they've traversed for millennia. They require enormous territories. A single male might need a home range of over 200 square miles. They don't just live in the mountains, they are connected to them, moving seasonally to follow prey like the blue sheep and the Himalayan ibex. But this ancient map is being redrawn. New roads slice through migratory corridors. Mining operations dynamite entire valleys. Livestock grazing pushes deeper into once pristine areas. And with each new cut, a piece of the snow leopard's world is severed from the whole. The animal on that ridge isn't just facing a long walk, it's facing a dead end. This fragmentation creates a cascade of silent disasters. The first and most immediate is the loss of genetic diversity. When populations are cut off from each other, they become isolated. Cousins start breeding with cousins. The rich genetic code that helped them survive diseases and harsh winters begins to weaken. It's like a royal family intermarrying for generations. The line becomes fragile. Scientists studying snow leopard scat in different valleys have found that isolated groups are already showing signs of inbreeding. Their future resilience is being compromised. One generation at a time then comes the problem of prey. A snow leopard in a small, boxed-in territory is like a person trapped in a single room of a giant mansion. If the food in that room runs out, they starve. They can't just walk to the next valley to find a new herd. So when a harsh winter kills off the local blue sheep, or when disease strikes, the leopard has no escape route. Its world has become a prison. This forces them into desperate and often deadly choices. They venture closer to human settlements, looking for easier prey like a farmer's livestock. This is where the conflict begins. A herder who loses a valuable yak to a hungry snow leopard isn't thinking about conservation. He's thinking about survival. He sees a threat to his family's livelihood, and the result is often retaliation. The leopard, an animal that once symbolized the wild, untouchable spirit of the mountains, is killed not for its fur, but for being in the wrong place at a time when it had no other place to go. But the story doesn't end with genetics and conflict. Fragmentation also disrupts the very lessons of survival. Young snow leopards learn by following their mothers across vast distances. They learn which passes are safe, where the best hunting grounds are, how to navigate the complex social landscape of other leopards. When their world is shrunk and divided, this cultural knowledge is lost. A young male never learns the old migration routes because those routes now lead to a busy highway. The collective wisdom of generations is fading away, leaving behind animals that are not just genetically weaker, but behaviorally poorer, less equipped to handle the challenges of their environment. So, is there a way to mend this broken world? The solution isn't a single grand gesture, but a mosaic of smaller, smarter efforts. It's about building bridges, both literal and metaphorical. In some areas, conservation groups are working with governments to create wildlife corridors, protected strips of land that connect isolated habitats. These are the lifelines, allowing a leopard from one valley to safely reach another and mix its genes with a new population. It's also about rethinking development. Instead of building roads straight through critical habitat, can they be rooted around it? Can mining be done in a way that minimizes the fracture? Perhaps the most crucial piece is working with the people who share this landscape. Programs that compensate herders for livestock losses turn a potential enemy into an ally. When a herder knows he will be repaid for a lost animal, he is far less likely to kill the snow leopard that took it. Community-based anti-poaching patrols, often staffed by former hunters, create local guardians for the species. They become the eyes and ears on the ground, protecting the corridors that the leopards need to survive. This isn't about keeping people out. It's about finding a new way for people and wildlife to coexist in a world that is, inevitably, changing. The ghost of the mountains is at a crossroads. Its future won't be decided in a dramatic standoff, but in 1,000 quiet choices. The choice to protect a corridor, to compensate a herder, to build a road with an underpass for wildlife. Each action is a stitch, mending the torn fabric of its home. The snow leopard's survival hinges on our ability to see the invisible walls we've built and our courage to start taking them down, one by one. It's a reminder that saving a species is more than just protecting the animal itself. It's about preserving the wholeness of the world it inhabits. Which other ghost, animal, an elusive, rarely seen creature, do you think is most threatened by habitat fragmentation? Let me know in the comments, and it could be the focus of our next story on rare species.